got got done his live early. I guess I decided to go on for a little bit. I'm just gonna get my laptop here going. Let's see. There it is. That way there I can see the chat. Oh man, is there a face reveal there in that black screen? Hey, Chew, how you doing? Good to see you. First one in. Thanks for stopping by. I got to get my chat opened up here so I can see what's going on. Let's see. I got to pop it out. Pop out chat. It always puts it on the left side. I'm going to have to fix that. I forget how to do it. I guess I can just drag it over. No, I can't. No, that ain't what I want to do. No. Let's see here. I want to be able to have that. And that. I want that over here. Like I guess at least I can see what's going on and see the chat. Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I haven't been doing too many lives. In this is T-Bird versus Sick there the last week. I'm doing a lot better. So isn't she. I've still got some residual effects from it. Let me take that off from there and put that over here. Who else we have out here? We had Shu. He popped in. He might have popped back out. Maybe Mishy Stacker. I haven't been to his page in a little bit. Let's see. It's pointed way far down, or is that my window? No, I gotta go over here and adjust my screen over here, my laptop, so I can see everything. My chat pop back open. Hey, Cartier Silver, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Michael ended his stream a little early. I figured I'd go live for a little bit. We had a lot of snow. It was real messy driving to work and driving home tonight. Like I said, the week before I was pretty sick, I guess, week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Still got some lingering effects from it. Um, you I think you were saying you were, I don't think you're a numismatic collector. Are you, Cartier Silver? I'm not sure if you collect a lot of older coins and whatnot, numismatic coins, silver and whatnot. I'm sure you probably have some, have quite a bit of it. It's been a long time. I think I've showed this one time before. I got these. This is a six. Well, I've had this for, I'm going to say, better than 30 years, and this has 6-piece antique mini set. $2.50 is what I paid for it way back in the day. I don't know how good of a close up I can get of this, but it has the see, it has the Indian head penny, the Standing Liberty, the Mercury, Buffalo nickel, has the Morgan in it, but it's called a mini set. Have you ever seen those? I don't even think I've ever um, researched them. I think they made these way back in the day. How many they made, I don't know, but I've got this set, and I just happen to have it laying on my desk. And here's another different set. This is another 6-piece, but it's newer. It's got the George Washington and the Kennedy and uh, Roosevelt dime and whatnot. I don't know if you can see that, if I'm really holding so you can see them right. It's another mini set that I had gotten way back in the day. And I haven't really ever seen too many of these anywhere. Like I said, I've had these better than 30 years. I want to say 35 plus. But I just happen to have them on my desk here. I was kind of going over some things that I had. I thought they were kind of neat. You collect everything. You sound like me. I collect everything and anything. Yeah, I'm sorry, they're not for sale. Like I said, I've never came across those again since. I haven't really researched them. I'm sure they have some type of mini sets out there. I guess I'm gonna have to do a little researching on that and find out. But yeah, I got six people out here. Let me kind of want to move my laptop a little bit away from my phone where I'm recording from. Yeah. Who else we got out here? We got some people. I got 12 people now. A lot of people sandbagging. Not saying anything. I don't know. Let's see if I can rouse up Jackknife. I haven't seen Jackknife in a while. I don't know where he's at. Come on, Jackknife. I got my silver here for you. Let's see. Yeah, I just figured I'd come out here and chat a little bit. Miss T-Bird to be getting done work here shortly, and thought I'd pop on. Here's a nice little silver piece I got. Let me take a look at this. I was, is this one of them or no? I'm trying to think where this is from. I'll show it to you for a minute. It's 1960. I think there's some silver in it. I'd have to research this. I'm thinking, no, I forget the country. I forget the country. Rattle them up, he says. Yeah, I think I showed this one that last time. It's 1960. I'm forgetting what country that was from. I got that. I know Liberty Bleeds earlier. I was at work on my break and I was watching something about some Cuban coins that they were getting interested in and talking about. And I got a lot of Cuban coins, but mine are much older Cuban coins that I collected years and years ago. And I know I got some silver Cuban coins. I just got to take them out of my safe, and I got a lot of my foreign coins in a bag. One more time for Jackman. So want one of your copper T-bird buyers. I think you. I'll have to look back and I think didn't you email me or text me or something maybe on a trade or something. I'd have to look back. I'm a little behind on getting things out because I stayed while I was sick. I completely stayed out of this room. Like I said, some of these I still got to stamp them. I'm so far behind. I wanted to mail it out last night and I didn't. Of course, she may not end up seeing it, but this is 007, and I got this for 7 stacks. I got to package that up in an envelope and try to get that out tomorrow. I got 3 or 4 other ones that some other subscribers were doing a swap, a bar swap on like their logo pours that they do. Um, I got somebody that's sending me some money for one. I ain't gonna name any names, but after that's all done, I don't even know if I'm focused in on it. Yeah, I got the copper brick road down here. I got to segregate them. There's about 5 of these that are already spoken for, and I still got to clean these 2 up. Debating whether I'm going to clean these ones up or not. I forget who it was, but these ones were really came out unique because of the coloring in them. And let me see if I can't get this to focus in. There's some design in that one. Camera probably doesn't do it much justice, but it's not doesn't have a whole lot. But this, I think it was this one that does in the back, maybe. But I was really intrigued in the coloring that came out as it was poured. And these are the only 2 that have came out where they got like a purplish reddish hue to them. And I may be thinking about leaving them just like that. Yeah. Yeah, we can talk. Excuse me. This is one of the reasons why I haven't really been doing too many lives. But I'll have to look back because like I said, I've got about 5 or 6 or 7 different people that were interested in them, and my intentions are at some point to do a live and do like a spin and bin on them. put them up for like auction. Maybe I'll say like uh, $15 includes the shipping and see who wants to go what and bid on them or do a bin for 20 or something. But I mean the shipping's just a little bit. I can't just keep shipping them out for free. Hey, Artistry, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. But I would like to get a little something for my time and because buying the crucibles and all that, like the new 3 ounce or the 3 kilo crucible is like $32. There's about one of those, and they don't last forever. And then you got the gas and you got the electricity and everything else and the shipping. But I don't want to get rich or make any money off of these. I just want just a little bit in my return. And there is one particular person that is sending me cash in the mail, and I don't mind that at all. Um, but if that's something you want to do, like I said, I got to figure out which ones. I already got 7 stacks out of here. I got 3 or 4 more I got to take out, and some of these bars really, really have some really awesome, unique pour lines in them, like that one. And I'm the shaman of the copper, as 3D Woodwork says. I like to read the copper. Hey, Sudha Gupta, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. But like I said, if I've got to do a little research yet, this was the point or 022 T-bird pour. That's mine. That's the serial number on that one. I poured for silver for me. That signifies the day of the month of my birthday. So that's mine. I had somebody willing and wanting to buy them, but I mean, you think about it. This is I know you guys can't see it, but let me turn this on. I'm not even in troy ounces, but regular ounces. I need to put it in troy, but regular ounces is 3.89. Let me go to troy. Troy ounces is 3.55. So that's basically 3.5 troy ounces. Uh, if somebody was to want to buy that, I mean, just in silver content alone, I mean, that's over $100. You know what I mean? But that's mine. I don't know if I'm gonna intend on eventually, doing pours and stuff. Like I said, I got a two-sided logo coin pour. Hey, FG Stacker, thanks for stopping in, buddy. How you doing? Um, go over to my screen here. What happened to my screen and my chat? Everything's blue. There we go. Oh, okay. Bear with me for a second. I got something that popped up on my thing and I can't read the chat. On a Morgan. Yeah, we'll talk, brother. Let's see. Artistry now leave. I'm leaving. Sometimes I have to start something and complete something. Already, no problem, artistry. Um, I can only read part of my chat. Something happened over here in my chat window. I'm trying to get rid of it. Channel. Let's go to channel. I don't want to do that. I haven't seen Jackknife in a while. I hope everything's all right with him. Lovely. Yes, thank you very much, Suda. Artistry. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how people feel, Cartier Silver, about sending cash through the mail or whatnot, but I do have a Zelle account where I can send money through Zelle. I'm thinking that it will have to be associated with my actual phone number and probably my email that's associated with it. I've never received anything from Zelle from anyone. I'm gonna have to find somebody that I know that I can trust, or somebody that I know that can attempt to send me something to my bank through Zelle and see if I can do it first. And that way, I could do it through or eBay, but or PayPal. I'd rather not do it that way. I'd rather do it through Zelle. I don't have Cash App or any of that, and I don't want to try to get into into the Cash App thing. Um, but it's something to consider. But like I said, if any of you that's out there and see these, I would really want to know your feeling on whether you think I had to clean these ones up or not, or leave it to somebody that who wants to purchase it and decide. But I was really intrigued with the color of these particular ones that came out, and I've been cleaning them all up and stamping them. I've already got everyone labeled of what pour they were, like 10, number 11, 12, 13, 14. And most of them are averaging anywhere from 2.8 to 3.8 ounces of silver or copper, not silver. I wish they were silver. All right, the first establish. Always send 0.05 first to establish. Get the right person. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I've sent money through Zelle FG, but I have never received it. And I know it's my own personal email through Gmail. Um, and it's my personal phone number, which I've only two or three, maybe four people out here in the community actually have my phone number and occasionally call and talk or chat through text or whatnot. You want the purple big one? Yeah, that's a hefty one. Let me take a look at here, see how much that purple one is. And I kind of purposely left it like that because of the color of it. Let me go back to regular ounces. Hi, Miss Stewart. What's up? Want some Argentine shrimp? Argentina shrimp? If you want to cook it up, sure. How was that grilled tuna fish? Good. I'm just still hungry. You're still hungry. Yeah, she's still hungry. I got home from work and she was hungry and her sugar was a little on the low side, so I had to kind of fix her up something. Okay, I'm on regular Troy ounces. I never said anything to Blue Collar Stacking, but if Blue Collar Stacking watches this, he had commented on one of my pours, which was I think 3.22 or 55, I forget. Which he said you should go to grams, and he said it would be 100 grams. I think he was. I didn't say anything. I just texted it was something to think about, but I wasn't saying that he was correct because I knew he was incorrect because that particular weight did not equivalent was not equivalent to 100 grams. And but I think he was referring to maybe in troy ounces. And anything copper, you always want to weigh in regular ounces. It's not. It's a metal, but it's not like silver or not like gold. All silver and all gold should be weighed in troy ounces. Um, but I've only got two of these, and the smaller one I think Cartier is the nicer looking one. Um, come on, focus on me. Oh, I got to stand up and look at this. There we go. It's more of a. It's got some texture to it, but it's got some. I think it's got nicer color, and I would be stamping that over here the weight of it, and over here when you flip it this way, you'd be able to read the year that I stamped it or made it, 2025, and here's where I would have the weight in ounces, and then over here I would be having 999, standing signifying for 999 copper. But this is the smaller of the purple bars. And if you can see that this one, without being cleaned or anything, and if I did clean it, it would lose 0.01. They always seem to lose 0.01 whenever I clean them. And that's 2.8 ounces. This one is a hefty one. Now this one, I don't think it's the same color probably. It did have it when I poured it. I had some excess. It spilled the top of the mold. I poured quite a little bit, and I did trim off the excess right here. It had a little lip on it by maybe a quarter inch. I took that off and I filed that down. But that's got about the same coloring. And I didn't clean that one up. But that one had some unique. I wish I come on, stay focused. It's got some pretty unique textures. Like I said, I stare at this and I can see things in there. That's why I guess 3D calls me the shaman, the reader of the copper. I can see a dragon in there. I can actually see an eagle in there if you look real close. The top part of my thumbnail about 11 o'clock. It looks like a claw there, and you can see it's kind of make out a figure of an eagle, with its wings spread there. I guess that one's kind of just as nice as that one, but this was, oh, let's see. This one was 3.88, and I think that's one of my heaviest bars. 3.88 ounces. There was one other one that was very, very close to that, 3.82. Yeah, I think that big one was my heaviest. Yeah, yeah. This one was one of my heaviest pours. 3.88. If you can see that, which I think you can. Let's see. Let me turn my camera down a little bit just in case. Yep, 3.88. Yeah, I still got that wishbone. Yeah, I've got that something. I'm gonna make that into something. If you watch that pour when I actually did my let me zoom this back out. I'm sorry. Yeah, wishbone. I actually did my 0.22 T-bird pour for myself. I had intended on pouring that first, and then I wanted to take that heart pour and pour half a mold, but I went a little crazy. I went a little too full with it. It was still like an eighth from the top from being full, and that wasn't enough to do what I wanted to do. Is to Dremel something there like "Be Mine" or "Love You," and then Dremel out a heart shape going down into the heart, and then putting it back into the mold like it did, and then pouring over the top. So I decided to keep that maybe and do it for Miss T-Bird. And I thought maybe I had enough in the crucible that was left over to pour out and make a thinner heart. So then after I could put some more silver in it, and then make a topper for it and fit in like a jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, you're pouring tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, didn't you say that you had something you'd poured before and something happened to your crucible or something, right? But this, well, I poured that out and I didn't have enough to do anything with it. I just poured it out and it wasn't enough that I thought, and that's what I got it came out with. And this stayed into the crucible. And let's see if I can stand up and get this focused in. There's somebody that we know out in the community that I'm going to be making something out of. I'm going to be taking my little Dremel tool. I'm going to Dremel into there a little bit to make it shaped like a heart. And even if you look at that, it almost looks like there's a face in the middle. I was thinking about doing it to that too, but I'm not. I was trying to decide. I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my little Dremel tool, my file. It already looks like a knife. Let me get this focused in. Hey, knuckle busting numbskull, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, brother. If you look at that, that was what was left in the crucible after pouring out, after doing these two pours, and that was what was left over. And I didn't have enough to do with what I wanted to, but I kept it. And oh, stop. But yeah, that already looks like a little knife. You can see the handle there. Come on, guys, back me up. You can see the handle. You can see it looks like a little dagger. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to polish it up. I'm going to take my file. I'm going to file this down a little bit. I'm going to file it just a little bit. I'm going to file it, smooth it down. I got some other compounds, some really fine. It's like 1,000 and 1,500 grit uh, sandpaper that I have, and I've got a little tool I can use. I'm going to shine that up and kind of flatten it out a little bit. And what I want to do is either take it and use my Dremel tool and incorporate it into that heart once I notch this out into a heart shape, or maybe Dremel it out so it sets in there, like down like that, or maybe not like that. My initial thought was to have it to where I can Dremel it and it can seat right in there like a little puzzle. I'm going to shine it all up and I'm going to put a little bit of blood on it, a little dripping down here, a little blood off the knife. Not real blood, but red, some red paint or marker that I got. And I'm going to adhere that in there. But I've got to decide on where exactly and how I want to position it. And it's going to go out to somebody in the stacking community. I ain't going to let you guys know who it is. Some of you guys can probably figure it out. But let me zoom in on that so you can see it down there. in artistry, and I'm glad you're still here. So now that you can, because that's kind of things that you kind of do. Hey, Michael Stacken, how you doing? um, excuse me. Yeah, well, it broke off my furnace. Yeah, because I think you already contacted me about doing a trade, Cartier. Wasn't it you, Cartier Silver? You're talking about doing a swap with me. It was you asked me if I liked copper. What was it? Pewter or something else, copper, pewter, or aluminum. And I think I said copper or pewter would be fine. I'm pretty sure. I could be mistaken, but I'm not sure. But we can talk later. You can email me or something. The best thing to do is just email me, tell me what you want to do. um, but yeah, like I said, once these are done, these ones are definitely going to be getting cleaned. I haven't got around to. Yeah, I left you guys in Zoom on the broken heart. Yeah, my apologies. Look at my fireplace back there. Hey, everyone. Face reveal. I got to be careful because that thing's like a mirror back there, isn't it? Yeah, Michael Stackin. Hit that. Tell them to smash that like button. I don't even know what I'm up to right now. I got 10 people in the house. Oh, 5 likes. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. But yeah, I got to clean these up. Yeah. And I got to number them all. I started to do it last night, but I fell away from it. I was kind of tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tired tonight too. But I think I got more out here. I know Cartier was out here earlier. I'll show these one time real quick again. I've had these for over 30, 35 years. I've had these longer than Mrs. T-Bird, and I've been with Mrs. T-Bird for 37 years. But these are mini sets. These are mini sets that I've had for over 37 years. I've had these and I have not seen them anywhere else before. I'm going to do a little research on them. I've never seen anybody else show mini sets or have them. I don't know how popular they were. I don't know how many were produced. I don't know where they were produced. I just bought them from a coin shop way back in the day. And Michael, I've been waiting for to go live to get you out here, Michael. I know you jingle your silver in the tubes there, but Jackknife is really partial to these buffaloes. He's very partial to buffaloes, 999 buffaloes. I don't mind taking these buffalo. What do I got here? 4, 5, 5. He usually comes to him, but he has not came at all. He's not came. I don't know what's up with Jackknife. He's either busy or stuff going on. I hope everything's good with him. Uh, who knows? I was for sure he'd be out here. Hey, yeah. What else here? Um, I know periodically Minty Cactus is too late for Minty Cactus. She's subscribed to me and I'm subscribed to her. She don't. It's too late at nighttime for her to see my live. But let me just go over a few of the some of the rocks that I got. I know she's into rocks. I don't know if everybody knows Minty Cactus, but I do a little bit of the rock collection. I've showed this many times before. This is one of my favorite pieces, fossil. And then um, Rockhound got me these. He sent me a bunch of rocks, cool rocks. This is a petrified piece of wood. Focus. Yeah, she sent me all. She sent me all of this. Rock My World kind of girls, or other the name she goes by, her email. She sent me some awesome rocks. Like I said, I collect a lot of stuff. I collect from A to Z. If it can be collected, I collect it. Gold watches, silver watches, geodes, rocks, Nintendo games, Nintendo everything. Here's one of the geodes I'd gotten and I cracked open. I got several of them. This is something I found in the wild as well. It's a piece of it's not bituminous coal. What's the other coal they call it? It's the harder coal. I found a nice big chunk of coal. I got a bigger piece than that. I got a piece. I got a piece that's so big it fits in the palm of my hand. A big chunk of coal. It's a big chunk that I found. Hey, oh my, holy, gotta watch my language. LBS, how you doing, LBS? Oh, you missed what I had planned on doing. I didn't tell anybody who I was doing it for or anything. I kind of kept that a surprise, but I was telling about what my plans were to doing it. So if you do rewatch this, you can kind of look because, like I said, this is I poured that and then I poured that to do my whoops. I poured my T-bird pour for myself, my bar, and I'd poured that half a heart, which was more than I wanted to. I quenched it, took it out, and I was going to try to get something a little thinner so I could do a topper afterwards, fit like a jigsaw puzzle, like I was talking about. And I didn't have, I had less silver in my crucible than I thought I did, and that's what happened. That's what happened. And this little piece, this little guy, was left in a crucible, and it already looks like a knife. And I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to file it down with a file that I got. I'm going to clean it up, sharpen it up, make it look like a knife. And I'm going to use my Dremel tool, Dremel that into a little heart. I can decide whether I want to put it right in there. I'm going to Dremel a thing in there where it'll snap into place, or right here, or that way. I got to figure it out. I'm going to put a little bit of blood on it and some blood on the knife and dripping down onto the heart. Yeah, I got plans for that. That's for somebody out in the community that I know. Yeah. Woo! Hey, glad to see you. You made it out here. A lot of times I'm up late if I do go live, and you're probably already to bed or something. Of course, I do go to bed late, but I haven't been doing too many lives because of my catching a cold I did a couple of weeks ago. And this is going to be the third time I'm going to show this because I want your input. You're gonna have to go back. I should make you just go back and watch the whole thing from beginning to end. I'll show you these real quick. Real quick. There's mini coins that I got. I've had these for over 37 years. I've had these before I was with Mrs. T. I haven't seen them anywhere else before. This is the pre 64 mini set, and this is the more modern mini set. I've had these for over 37 years. I haven't. I've got to research them and find out. And like I said, I thought I'd had some of that silver I was talking to you about when I watched your video on the Cuban stuff. This one's not Cuban. I thought this was, but it's not. This is a silver one from 1960, but it's not Cuban. Um, I just happen to have some stuff laying on my desk. I'd have to go break into my safe and go find a bag of foreign coins. I got several bags, but yeah, I know I got some silver Cuban money. I've got a lot of centavos. I have one centavos that I have set aside. Trying to think of it. It's a very rare um, Cuban centavos. It's worth some money. I forget where I have it at. I know I don't have it out here on my desk. I got a lot of stuff out here on my desk, and maybe over here. I got a lot of stuff out here, just stuff that I dumped out. I was cleaning out something, but yeah. Hmm. A little more time for Jackknife. Come on, I got Jackknife that comes out here. What country is the 1960s? I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I forget the country. I knew what it was once upon a time, but I can't remember. Uh, I'll try to get it close up to you so you can see it. It ain't gonna focus, is it? Because of my background, but I should take something and put it in my background here. Hold on, give me a minute here. I can't remember where that was from. It's all in foreign writing. Um, it's not Russian, I know that, but it's 1960. It has 1380 on it. I forget. Let me try to see if I can get that focused again. Oh, come on. My camera lens must be dirty or something. I probably got to clean it. But I know there's some people out there. That's kind of a unique person on that particular coin. But like I said, I can't place it right now. I'm just super tired. I'll look it up afterwards, or I'll get offline and I'll remember what it is. Uh, I've seen them put around pendants, bezels, necklaces. Yeah, those. Yeah. Hey, Broke Stacker. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I was going to come on for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, if you haven't seen some of my pourers, I already kind of went over a lot of them. These are some I got to clean up first. And that's 03, 05, 06. 07 is already going out to 7 stacks. That's going to be for 7 stacks. That should have already been in the mail yesterday. It's not, but I got 5 other ones that are already going out to somebody. And I think um, I, I I got to look back. I missed it because I was talking with. Oh, let me look back at my chat here. Let me see. Why can't I get this to scroll back up? I was talking to Cartier Silver, and he was. I think he had emailed me or talked to me, and he was talking about doing a trade, a pour trade, and I said yeah, and he was really interested in these two. These were two that I had poured that came out, and they had a super unique red color to them. It's from the same type of metal. I think it's just because the type of crucible I had probably was a clean crucible or a new crucible when I used my one of my newer 2 kilo crucibles. I think that's why it probably came out like that. Because copper will notoriously, when it heats up, will have like a reddish hue like that a lot of times. But a lot of times when they come out black, it's because this is from my older 3 kilo crucible, and it's getting a lot of the graphite powder, and it's going to the surface as it's cooling down from molten. Um, but yeah, I think he was talking about not heating it up or not cleaning it up because all the other ones I cleaned up, but I'm gonna maybe leave those there. This one was 2.81 ounces, and this is the big bad boy had 3.88 ounces. And I think he didn't want to clean them up. If that's the one, those are not spoken for as of yet, but a few of these already are. But I'm gonna have to get back with him to see what he wants, if he's going to do a trade, if he wants the 3.88 or if he wants the 2.80 or 81. But yeah. Yeah, it is cool when it turns red like that. Yeah, I sent somebody some pictures of those that I talked to in the community. Um, right there. I clicked on it once, twice, 3 times, and then I was trying to get a different shot, and I couldn't see that it wasn't doing anything, so I kept pressing it, and I said, "Oh, the heck with it." I ended up sending it, and it did. It was taking the pictures, and it said like I don't know, like 10 or 15 pictures. I was like, "Oh man, what's up with that?" But yeah, I'm gonna. I think artistry was here earlier. Sudha Gupta, same person. We all know that. But I think she can appreciate what I was talking about, planning on doing with that. Um, and yeah, I still got this. Look at that. Who did you say that looked remind you of? Some type of a rock and roll band or something? Yeah, that was my '06 T-Bird pour. Michael Stackin. That reminds me. Are you still out here, Michael Stackin? I hope Michael Stackin's still out here because I did to make this my T-Bird pour and this. I did take some of my other pours that I had. I had a mushroom top pour that I wasn't really too thrilled with. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. I had a bar pour and it had a nice design to it. So I instead of jumping in and using some of my silver shot up, I didn't want to quite do that yet. I didn't want to get into my silver shot yet. So what I did is I took some of the pieces. I had a little button. I had a little tiny bar. I had a big bar. I had a mushroom top, and I almost thought about melting this arrowhead too, but I kind of wanted to keep that for me. It's one of my first. It's one of my first silver pours, and of course you did see this one, the topper one that I made, the teardrop. That's a keeper. That's what was left one time, and I let stay inside the crucible. I dumped it out after it was done cooling off, and of course that was my one of my very first pours. This one, I think this was my first teardrop pour, and I did stamp that one. Um, but if Michael Stack is still out here, I don't know if he is or not. I kind of wish he was, but I had a backer to this, and this is art. This is more or less art. But this is something similar to what happened with this, and I kept it. And a lot of times when you're pouring and it comes out the end, you always get some very, very unique designs on them. And but to do those pours right there, I took some of the stuff that I had, and this had a back piece. I just broke that off and I melted that, and I'm never going to get rid of that. I call that the water pour, or the waterfall pour. That's always going to stay with me. I'm just looking at it the funny way. Like I said, 3D calls me the shaman of the copper reader. Same thing with the silver. I can't tell you what I thought I could see in there, but I see something other than ripples and waterfalls. Uh, I can't say what it is. Not on here, but yeah, that's a keeper, and that's staying there. T-Bird, you stacking some serious copper bar pours? Yeah, I am. Um, I've done. This is number 22, 22 copper pours, and if you watched the video, I don't know if you had seen it or not. I flawlessly was pouring these, boom, bam, bing, bang, bing. Not every. I mean, every day I'd do like 2 or 3 pours, copper bar pours when I was pouring, and I got really good at it, and I was flawlessly doing it every time. And but I was starting to say to myself, well, I'm pouring a big pour, 3 ounces. I mean, the copper's hard to pour. You know that, Liberty, and I know that. The broke stacker knows that as well. But I had to prove to myself that I could pour something small and do it flawlessly and effortlessly. And I do have that on video. Um, I I tried it, and boom, bang, bang. I had no problems at all pouring it. I mean, when I first did it, it was starting to freeze up on me. But I've worked with metals a lot of my life, just not pouring, and it's something I've always wanted to do for the last 2 3 years, and I do it now, and I'm very comfortable doing it. I hope that isn't a bad thing and becoming too comfortable pouring metals, but I'm very, very. Oh my! Thank you, Misty Bird. Who's hungry? Oh, oh, look at that! Oh, my favorite hot cocktail sauce and Argentina shrimp. Oh my. A little tease for you guys there. Less than an ounce is hard to pour. Yes, it is. It is. Less than an ounce is hard to pour, whether it's silver or whether it's copper. And I think it's very difficult. It's having a steady hand and a steady pour. But the thing about when you got less than an ounce, the metal comes down and you got to tip that crucible. You got to tip that crucible up so high before it starts to flow. So you got to pour it out, and it shoots out of there like faster than water, and it just overshoots where you're aiming to pour. I do know that. So I do prefer whenever I'm pouring, I want to have at least a minimum of 5 to 8 ounces in there. If I'm doing a pour that I know I'm doing a couple of pours of 2 to 3 ounces a piece. If I know I'm doing like 2 or 3 T-bird pours, I make sure I've got at least 8 to 10 ounces of silver melted in my crucible. In silver. Oops, he says. But yeah, I think copper is easy to pour than copper. Yeah. I I I think to me, oh man, you bringing me more? Why are you bringing me more? You don't want any more? Oh, so I'll finish yours up. All right. She brought me what she didn't finish. How about lobster? Got lobster in the freezer. But yeah, I I can converse with both the broke and both you, Cartier. Hey, Ellie, Ellie, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Ellie's here. Woo. Nice. But yeah, to me, copper or silver, to me, they pour the same now. I know that the thing with copper, copper sets up quicker than silver. Copper will freeze up quicker. But I feel as copper or silver is very easy. Either one is easy for me to pour. I have not never tried aluminum. I haven't tried aluminum yet. I'm gonna wait until later on this summer. I've got some nice clean aluminum, and also some bronze. Um, Bellows Forge had sent me some aluminum, and he sent me some brass. I'm not going to pour the brass yet. I'm going to wait till the summer. 3D Woodworks also sent me some nice clean aluminum as well. Sometime this spring, I'm going to dabble with pouring a little bit of aluminum. Um, I just want to continue to keep making some more T-Bird bars until my two-sided coin logo comes in. Um, it's going to have, I guess I can let it out, I guess, as long as they finally make it or get it made and get it sent to me. But my logo for my two-sided coin is going to look very similar to this with a phoenix in it with T-Bird stacking and collectibles on it. And on the backside is going to have birds the word, and it's going to have something else on there. But that's going to be my two-sided coin logo that I have ordered that's supposed to be coming. And that wasn't cheap. It's a couple $100 to have that done. To have that done up when it gets done up and when it gets to me. But it's going to be in a graphite mold to where the two halves come together and I can pour right into it. And then I'll just have to, when I open it up, I'll just have to cut the top off. The only thing I'm not too familiarized with that, I know the Broke Stacker does it quite a little bit, but I'm wondering if when they're clamped together before you pour, maybe just take your map gas torch and maybe just heat up the outside a little bit, or you just heat it down the top of the flute in the top. Um, it doesn't need to be super hot. Not like I originally did way back in the day when I first did my first board. I burnt my metal table with a fake wood on the top of it, or through the fire bricks. That's because I just got too involved in what I was doing, kind of forgot about my bad gas torch on my graphite mold, and it was baking it. That thing was cherry red hot. I'm still using it. That's the one I'm using the T-Bird pours from. But anyhow, uh, let's see. Yeah, I still got 9 people, 11 likes. Nice. I got to. I'm sorry, guys. I got to dip into one of these Argentina shrimps. Yeah, I'm gonna tonight after I get out this live. I'm gonna go into my safe and I'm gonna break out some of my Cuban coins and try to look for some of those silver ones that I got. I know I got some. I want to say a mess of them, but I'm saying like maybe 5 or 6. I probably got about 15 or 20 different Cuban coins. Um, I know I got at least 5 or 6 Cubans that are silver, different 5 centavos or 20 centavos, and I know I have a very rare one. I have one because it's a centavos coin, and it's a low mintage centavos coin. Um, I can remember from back in the day, from me going over my coins. Yeah, yeah. Look at this, LBS. Man, oh, hold on. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty one, eh? Put a tone in on that, baby. 84. Oh, that's the other 84. Oh, 85. Another pretty boy. 85. Um, 86. Um, 87. Uh, hmm. I got a couple more somewhere, but they're the same dates. Could have, should have had an 83. Oop, sorry. Shoulda, could have had an 83 over there. I will someday. I will. Yeah, I will someday. But anyhow, give me just a second here. I just got to step into the other room just for a moment. I'll go grab something here. Uh, all right. There we go. Just messing with you. Hold on, I didn't read it. Have an 83? No, I don't have an 83. That's one of the ones that I'm missing. I don't get too much involved in the collecting series. I've never really done too much in collecting series. I do have a lot where I can make up a series on some things. Um, but I kind of wanted my prospectors. I kind of wanted to maybe get this series. I know what is it, 83. Was there an 82? No, I don't think there was. What's the first year at JP? I saw that. So sad. JP. Oh, I vaguely heard about that. The helicopter. There was a helicopter or something. There was an airplane crash today or something. I didn't really. I heard a little something about it. Somebody was saying at work. I think I came into the tail end of. I was on Michael Stack, and I think somebody was talking about. I think OC Stacker was maybe talking about it. I think it might have been the plane might have been a Bombardier jet or something that crashed into the helicopter. I'm not 100% sure. I don't. I haven't heard much about it. Just from what somebody had said something at work about, and what I heard at Michael Stackens. Oh my, 64 dead. Wow, that's horrible. That's such a tragedy. That's such a tragedy. It's too bad. 1982 is the first year. Yes, 1982 is the first year. I thought so. 82 I'm missing, and the 83. Um, I have the 80. I have a couple of 84s. I have a couple of 85s. I have. I think I have two 86s. Not sure. And I don't have it on my desk here. Um, I, I I would have to break into my safe. Uh, ah, Jesus, got you guys zoomed in and pointed in somewhere. You're probably saying, "What the heck is he trying to show us?" um, I don't. If I do have an 87, I don't have it out here on my desk. I'm gonna close my door. One of my dogs are trying to come in. No. Who that? Yeah, forgot I had these out here. I got two of those. Those were saved. I saved those. I saved those from being melted. It was Capital Currency was going to melt them. I saved them. I saved them, and I didn't have any. I do now. Uh, something else I'm looking for too here. No, I don't think I have it out here. Wait, no, wait, no. I got sidetracked it again. I'm sorry. I even forget what I was trying to get at. Oh, the yeah, the 82 I'm missing, the 83 I'm missing. 87 I think I have in my safe. I'm not sure, but they had an 87. Now, was there two varieties of the 87s prospectors? Which year was it? They had two different varieties of 1 year LBS. Oh, he's taking off. Good night. Good night, LBS. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll probably hang out for a few more minutes here, and yeah, I'll cut it off at an hour. So it's I'm 54 minutes now, and then I'll be able to go. eat my cocktails, my Argentina shrimp that Miss T-Bird brought me. She's out in there. I can hear her watching TV now. I thank you very much, Knuckle Buster, for stopping by. I appreciate you, brother. And thank you as well, Carter Silver. You're back. Black Hot left it off and hit a pasture plane coming in saying some prayers. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the water is cold. Anything that's in the 30s, mid 30s, 30 degrees, 35 degrees water, um, nobody would survive much more than a half hour in freezing water like that. Hypothermia would kick in and they would end up just drowning. It's so sad. It's very sad to hear that. I think there were two varieties. I just can't remember. I'm tired. Have an excellent. Yeah, thank you, Liberty. Yes, yes, there was one year that had two varieties. I'm tired too, and I can't remember. I'm not thinking too clearly. Had a long day at work. I've had a long couple of weeks. Yeah, you better get some Z's too, brother. Yeah, yeah. You get up. Well, it's a few hours earlier down there for you, but I'm a late sleeper. I go to bed real late. And I get up real late because I don't have to be to work for 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't usually get out of bed to probably like 10 or 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But thank you very much, LBS, for stopping by. Thank you, Knuckle Buster, for stopping by. Um, thank you very much, Broke Stacker. I appreciate you. Looking forward to going back to looking at some more of your pours and your videos. Um, I think I missed what I was trying to ask you earlier about the this two-sided graphite molds. Thank you, Carter Silver, for stopping by. Because, like I was saying earlier, if you might have heard me, Rogue Stacker, I've got a custom two-sided coin that I ordered that's supposed to be coming in, and I'm not sure whether how to heat that for when I go to pour my copper into it. It's a 2-inch round coin. Um, and it's got the flute for the top that you're going to be pouring it into. And then when you pour it in there, you can open it up and it comes out. Um, it's going to be a two-sided coin. I'm thinking whether you need to direct the flame down towards the top of the flute to heat it up a little bit, or would you heat it up both sides on a graphite mold, a two-sided graphite mold that comes together for a coin? It'd be very similar to like probably I think your pours that you do like this Celtic pour. Isn't that a beautiful copper round that the Broke Stacker made? Check that out. He doesn't. He sends his coins out raw. I took the liberty to clean it up. It was mine now. It's like Vegas Stacker. It's my silver. It's my copper. I can do with what I want with it now. But Cartier Silver, you were talking. Yes, you're still here. Before I go, I'm going to cut this off very soon. Um, Now you were interested and you liked which one? This was the 2.8 and this was the 3.8. This is the big boy here, 3.88. And the bottom one is 2.0. Let me just double check here real quick because I know you were going to want to do a trade. Yeah, 2.8 and that one's 3.88. This is the biggest, my heaviest one. Now the top one is the heaviest, 3.88. And you were talking about maybe doing a trade pour, and I would stamp it off to the side where I would put the serial number. Um, I'd have to look back. I forget which numbers these are, but I'll serialize them as I did them. I'll have to rewatch my video. And this is the front side, which where I'll be putting the weight, like the 2.80 or the 3.88 in ounces. And I'll put 999 in the front. And this is the one that had the little extra, but I took that off. And on the back side, to where when you flip like that, you're going to have 2025 because that's the year it was produced. But if you were to the big one, he's saying the big one. He likes the big one. Yeah, I do too. There's the big one, and then you can see the. Do you want me to leave the back like that, or do you want me to clean the back right up? I can leave the sides alone and the top alone, so you got the nice red hue. But I could probably clean that top up to where, if you're choosing, to where it would be nice and brilliant and lustrous. What do you think? Leave it the way it is, or clean the top, because that top does got a little bit of the black graphite. Or do you like it like the way it is? Looks like there's some type of a horse there. Don't touch it at all. All right, you got it, brother. That's going to be the one that we're going to be doing a trade on with. Like I said, I'll stamp it. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look back to see what number it was. I think this was 018, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 018 pour. I did have them all together in sequence of what they were. I kind of moved them out of sequence, but I think it was 18. But I'll be able to look back. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you got the big one. So the 3.88 is off the market. That's off the table, along with 4 or 5 other ones. Thank you, Ellie. Oops, I passed the hour mark. Okay, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. Good night to everybody. Cartier Silver, thank you very much. Good night. Thank you, Liberty Bleeds, for stopping by. I know you're probably already gone. Thank you, Knuckle Bustin, Numbskull. Appreciate you, brother, for stopping in. Ellie. Thank you so much. You're always so welcome here, Ellie. I appreciate you. Um, Artistrian, Sudagupta, same person. I think she's already gone. Thank you for stopping by. Um, who else do we have in here at the moment that I'm not saying goodnight to? Let me look here. Scroll back just a little bit. JP, thank you for stopping in. Chat, thanks, T Bird. I'm out sleeping. Missed that one. Chat thinks he's out. I'm out sleeping. But thank you, JP, for stopping in. Appreciate it. The Broke Stacker, thank you so much for stopping in. Appreciate you, brother. We had quite a few other people in here earlier. I'm gonna have to go back and read the chat because I didn't do very good tonight. I didn't do very good because Jackknife wasn't here to keep me in line to make sure I read the chat properly. But alrighty, gang. Have a good night. T-Bird out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. T-Bird out.